Hello everyone, Igor Ekimov with you. Today we will look at two devices from the Chinese company GVDA for car repair. These are a voltage tester and a brake fluid tester. Both devices will be useful to car enthusiasts. Let's start with the voltage tester, which is used most often. The tester comes in this package. Let's open it. Inside there is a case in which it is convenient to store the device. Let's open it and take it out. It allows you to measure DC voltage up to 100 volts and resistance up to 20 megaohms. And it also works in continuity mode. When the resistance is less than 50 ohms, an audible signal is turned on. And it also has a flashlight, display backlight and hold mode. The device is powered by one AAA battery. It was not included with the device. Let's unscrew this screw and install the battery. This is the main probe of the device, and this is the crocodile connector, which usually connects the device to the car body. It is convenient that the cable is twisted and has a cap for the probe. The device is turned on with this button. It immediately switches to the automatic detection mode of the measured parameter. A short press turns on the display backlight. Press again, turn off. A long press turns on the flashlight. In the dark, it illuminates quite brightly. We turn off by also holding it for a long time. Let's measure the voltage on the battery. The negative terminal will be like the car body. We measure. Press hold. Now we can disconnect the probes and check the readings. Let's measure the voltage on the battery. I connected the crocodile to the negative terminal. I connect the probe of the device to the positive terminal and see the readings. I can also press hold and look at the readings in a convenient place for me. I press again, and the readings are reset. The device is convenient for taking measurements in shaded areas. To do this, just turn on the flashlight and the screen backlight. We short-circuit the probes. The sound signal is triggered and the resistance between the probes is shown. The readings are measured with a delay, so it is better to wait about 5 seconds before taking the readings. Let me measure the skin resistance now. The harder you squeeze the probes, the lower the resistance. Hold down the power button for a long time, and the device turns off. Now we have measured and put the device in the case. It is convenient to store the device in this case in the car. Now let's look at the brake fluid tester. It comes in such a package. The instructions are in English. In fact, it measures the moisture content in the brake fluid. Depending on its content, it gives green signal, no need to change; yellow, replacement is advisable; and red, replacement is mandatory. The device is powered by two AAA batteries. They are also not included in the kit. Unscrew this screw and insert the batteries. The sensor is on a flexible hose. It is important that this sensor is clean before measuring. And after measuring, be sure to clean it from the remains of brake fluid. The device is turned on by holding this button. Using the function button, we select the type of brake fluid to test. These are .3, .4 and .5.1. I usually use .4, that's what I put. Let's measure the condition of the brake fluid in my car. Here I put .4. Here I have a green color, so there is no need to change the brake fluid. After each measurement, we wipe the sensor. Here I opened the brake fluid. Now we will measure. Here we have green. The brake fluid can be used. During the measurement, you should wait a little while for the readings to form. Initially, the device shows slightly higher readings, and then shows the real ones. And it is recommended to check it every time you buy new brake fluid, so as not to run into a counterfeit. The device has a flashlight. We hold this button for a long time, the flashlight turns on. We also hold it for a long time, and it turns off. A short press activates the hold mode. The screen backlight turns on during measurements, and its color depends on the result. We turn off the device by pressing this button. My conclusions on these devices. Voltage tester. Compact and convenient device for checking the car's electrics. To repair electronics, you need to use more complex devices. But most faults can be fixed with this device. The brake fluid tester will help you check when it needs to be changed. And check the new brake fluid before pouring it into the brake system. Usually, without a device, you had to trust what was written on the label. Both devices will be useful for servicing my car. If you have any questions, write in the comments. Share the video with your friends if they find it useful. Subscribe to the channel so as not to miss new videos. Like and see you in new and old videos.